In the world of elite swimming, victory is often measured in fractions of a second. When Cameron McEvoy returned to the top of sprint swimming, he did more than chase medals. He challenged decades of training philosophy and introduced a new way of thinking about speed, power, and efficiency. His performances against the long-standing benchmark set by Cesar Cielo sparked a deeper question. How can such a tiny margin separate greatness from history? This video explores the science, the training revolution, and the future of sprint swimming through one of the most fascinating transformations in modern sport. What makes a fraction of a second so important in the 50-meter freestyle? The 50-meter freestyle is one of the shortest and fastest events in swimming, often lasting just over 20 seconds. In such a short race, even the smallest improvement in speed, efficiency, or reaction time can determine the outcome. A difference of a few hundredths of a second represents a measurable change in physics, technique, and human performance. How does stroke rate influence sprint swimming performance? Stroke rate refers to how quickly a swimmer completes each arm cycle. Increasing stroke rate allows more propulsion cycles within the same time frame. Cameron McEvoy focused on increasing stroke frequency to an extreme level, allowing him to maintain higher speed even if each individual stroke covered slightly less distance. What is the balance between stroke rate and stroke length? Swimming velocity is determined by both how fast a swimmer moves their arms and how far they travel with each stroke. Traditional approaches aim to balance these two factors. The modern sprint approach shifts slightly toward higher frequency, accepting shorter strokes in exchange for greater overall propulsion. Why is drag reduction more important than raw power? As swimmers move faster, water resistance increases rapidly. This resistance, known as drag, grows exponentially with speed. Reducing drag through better body alignment, smoother hand entry, and minimal unnecessary movement allows swimmers to maintain speed without requiring significantly more energy. What role does body position play in minimizing resistance? A streamlined body position reduces the surface area exposed to water. Keeping the head stable, hips high, and movements controlled prevents unnecessary turbulence. This allows more of the swimmer's energy to be converted into forward motion instead of being lost to resistance. How did training philosophy change in modern sprint swimming? Traditional swimming programs emphasized high training volume, often requiring long weekly distances. This approach focused on building endurance. The modern sprint philosophy prioritizes quality over quantity, where each movement is performed at maximum speed and precision rather than accumulating distance. What is meant by training the nervous system instead of the cardiovascular system? Sprint swimming relies heavily on fast and powerful muscle contractions controlled by the nervous system. Training now focuses on improving how quickly and efficiently muscles are activated. This leads to faster reactions, stronger strokes, and better coordination during high-speed movement. Why are fast-twitch muscle fibers important for sprinters? Fast-twitch muscle fibers are responsible for explosive movements and high power output. These fibers generate force quickly but fatigue faster than endurance fibers. Sprint training is designed to maximize their activation, allowing swimmers to produce powerful strokes over short distances. What is the concept of quality over quantity in training? Quality over quantity means that every training repetition is performed at race-level intensity with proper technique. Instead of swimming long distances at moderate speed, athletes focus on short bursts of maximum effort with sufficient recovery. This ensures that performance remains sharp and efficient. How does eliminating unnecessary training improve performance? Removing low-intensity or unfocused training reduces fatigue and prevents technique breakdown. This allows athletes to maintain peak physical condition and ensures that each training session directly contributes to race performance. What role does technology play in improving swimming? Modern swimmers use advanced tools to measure stroke efficiency, force production, and movement patterns. Data analysis helps identify inefficiencies and refine technique. This scientific approach allows for continuous improvement based on measurable results. How does mental preparation influence sprint performance? Entering a race with a well-rested body and clear focus provides a significant advantage. Reduced fatigue leads to faster reactions and better coordination. Confidence built through precise and effective training enhances overall performance under pressure. Why did older training methods lead to performance plateaus? High-volume training often caused physical and mental fatigue without directly improving sprint performance. Since sprint events rely more on power than endurance, excessive distance training did not effectively address the specific demands of the race. How is the future of sprint swimming evolving? The success of modern training methods is influencing coaches and athletes worldwide. There is a growing emphasis on speed-based training, data-driven analysis, and individualized programs. Future swimmers are likely to train smarter rather than simply harder. What is the lasting impact of this transformation in swimming? The shift in training philosophy demonstrates that precision, efficiency, and scientific understanding can outperform traditional methods. It highlights a broader lesson in sport and performance, where innovation and adaptation lead to new levels of excellence. Finally, the story of Cameron McEvoy is not just about speed in the water. It is about redefining limits and challenging long-held beliefs. By focusing on efficiency, neural power, and intelligent training, he represents a new era in sprint swimming where small details create extraordinary results. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the science of elite performance, make sure to share this video, like it, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content.